Going on, guys? It is D Dun here, the most chill gamer, the most chill. I don't know. I still got to figure out what I'm going to say. But either way, we're back on Oakland A's franchise, and we are at the start of season 3. I did not expect to win a World Series in the second season, but apparently I'm just an amazing GM, and I made the right trades at the right times. So, as we saw, some trades worked out pretty well for us, some didn't, but as a whole, obviously, they were pretty good because we won. So, with that, let's do a quick recap. I'll show you guys because where we left off last. I had to set the starting of the season lineups and all that. So, as it stands right now, our lineups are Ruiz leading off. Again, big question mark here. Do we get the regular season Ruiz that bats 220 at best? Or do we get the postseason Ruiz who bat like 400 for a stretch? Ryan Nodu, who had a great year last year, was probably the second or third best batter on our team. Depending how many homers he hits, we may switch him out for like a Dylan Carlson or a Mauricio, something like that. Geloff, our young stud infielder, in the cleanup spot, he came in with 29 homers, improving on his rookie year numbers, which is insane. I don't know what to expect of him this year. Like, surely he's going to slump sometime. I just hope it's not when we're trying to defend our crown. Then we have free agent signing DH Jorge Soler, guy with massive power, pretty good vision, discipline, clutch, all that, but had a breakout year, kind of a resurgence similar to what we saw with Chapman last year. His potential went up to a B. His overall went up. As you can see last year, he also hit 29 homers. So adding a big bat to our lineup. Seth Brown hit 26 last year, a career high for him. Just a phenomenal year, 250, 300 on base, and 249. Even though he's 32, I'm hoping that Seth can improve and continue to be part of this organization. I'm glad he was here when we won the World Series, since he was around whenever the A's were making a playoff run in like 2020 and earlier. Dylan Carlson in right, followed by Mauricio at short, Chapman at third. I know, like, he's really low, I think, and so maybe I switch him and Noda. I don't know, but we have, or maybe we move him up to the 5 spot. I'm not sure, but like, that's just how talented our lineup is right now. And then Soderstrom down at the bottom versus lefties. Not much has changed except for Carlson is now batting number 2. Then Chappie in cleanup because he hits lefties so much better. Soler, this is also something that we were missing. I think last year was, a couple good power bats versus lefties. All we really had was Chapman. And then Geloff did well against lefties, but he's 44 power. It's not going to get us a lot of home runs. So adding Soler adds another strong power bat versus a lefty pitcher. Then we have Geloff, Noda, Grisham, who does have good power, but of course not the best contact stats. Soderstrom and Mauricio. Then in the bench we have Brown, Olivares, who was our DH last year and was very good at that too. We can't forget about him. He hit 23 homers, 259 with 324 on base. So we could definitely look for him to, like, he's going to be a good bench bat. He's going to be a good, sub when our people get tired or if there's injuries. Logan Davidson, our young shortstop. We're still looking for him to improve. He did okay last year, 244 and 300 on base, but only 376 slug. And then Yoel Pozo, not sure. Looked like he could compete for the starting job, but last year in 116 at bats, only hit 172. So he's going to still be on the bench. And then for our rotation, We have Chris Paddock, who was our big free agent signing, hopefully our certified ace. We signed him to a 4-year deal, and the biggest one on the team by far, starting at 18 million, and then it is front loaded. So 18 million to start, ending in 2028 with 12 million. We still have Eric Lauer, Walker Bueller, and Tyler Wells, kind of the core pitching rotation that got us to the World Series last year. And then we also added Mike Clevenger, kind of a wild card here, very low K per nine, so very pitch to contact guy, but I think our defense is pretty good, so I feel okay with that. We have Arias and Caprillion as our long relievers. Arias should be a starting pitcher. It looks like somehow he was switched to a reliever, but he has 83 stamina. So we have two very good long relievers, and then we have Romero, Topa, Streckenrider as the middle relief, Andrew Chafin and Jorge Lopez in the setup spot, and Phil Maton, our all-star closer last year. Of other notes, Stuart Orr is going to stay in the Double A. He was a rookie for us 2 years ago, like season 1 draft, as well as Andrew Gillian. It now moves from Single A to Double A, and then Anthony Matsui as well goes from Single A to Double A. Actually, all three of these guys, Orozca, Gillian, and Matsui, all go from Single to Double A. And then our new guy Crespo, like these guys, and Badia, Velez, these guys are rookie signings from this most recent year, are all going to be in Single A. And then our other big name that we had was our left fielder Martin Meza, who was our first pick in this entire series. He did okay last year in AAA, but I really want him to progress quicker. So we're going to hope that he really develops by putting him in Double A, where hopefully he can really shine against a little less quality pitching. So I don't know if this is going to, hurt his feelings or not, but frankly, I don't care because I need him to get better quickly. Olivares might not make it much longer on the team because we have other talent. Brown's 32, Jorge Soler's 33, and he may fall off. So really looking for someone to come up. JJ Bleday, he's already 27, and he still hasn't broken the 70 overall mark. So really looking for him to progress this year. I want to see him on the major leagues. So, but some rookies don't cut it. And I think that's pretty much it. And with that, I think we're ready to get the 2025 season underway. As you can see, our rank did improve a little bit. We went from 24th in talent to 21st. However, we know, we made a World Series last year on a crazy run. I don't think we're going to replicate that this year, if we're honest. But I think we need to go ahead and play our first game. I really want to see what Chris Paddock can do. We are at home, which is always fun. One thing we also had, our general manager announced a deal was made with the city of Oakland, and we will have a new stadium next year. So it is the plans are being approved. It's going to start being built, and we will have a brand new stadium to play in next year. And game 1 of the 2025 season starts now. I'm very excited. We get to try to defend our crown. And I'm hoping that we are the team that shocks again. I was certainly shocked myself. All right, so Chris Paddock, take a look at his abilities here. Excuse me. The big thing, he's a stellar pitch to contact guy, right? He has pretty good hits per 9, K per 9, and home run per 9. Good clutch control, but massive break on his pitches. So I think, the slider working out away from right-handed batters. 1-0. Circle change for lefties. Hopefully using this fastball to just absolutely dot up when we need to. I think we're going to be in a good spot. He doesn't have a ton of velocity, so we can't exactly like blow it by people. So we're going to have to look to utilize our control, our pitch mix to put guys out. And just try and, like I said, between the pitch mix and location, as well as velocity change, I mean, 95 on a fastball down to, 70s on a curveball is a massive velocity change. Should be hard for batters to make up that difference consistently. And then I think I really want this, like the slider has to be a money pitch, I think, in order for him to be successful. Like I said, the slider has to be a money pitch in order to be successful, as we get the swing and a miss. All right, facing off against, what was the name? Yuri Perez. Ruiz hits one back up the middle. Shortstop with great range. That actually looked very close. I'm surprised the game didn't suggest that we challenge that. Under a 98. Very high foul ball. So we whiff there. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to adjust my monitor. It's kind of at a weird angle. Okay. That doesn't mean I'm going to hit any better.
Yep, that ball went out.
That was a good take there. Ooh. Noda fillets one. It's the second time swinging at a curveball. That one well out of the zone. Early on the changeup. Okay. Yeah, we're looking for something up in the zone, but now we have to protect. And another curveball. Means another ground ball. Excuse me while I sip on my coffee. I just woke up. All right, we're going to have to do a little bit better against this pitcher. That was not the best showing. Certainly not what you would expect out of a World Series team. Great snag there in right field by Carlson. Love to see it. And that is where I think, if anything, I'm a little worried about Paddock is he just doesn't have the velocity to challenge up in the zone. Probably don't need to be relying on the fastball. Should just be pitching low. Excellent curveball there. Gets a swing and a miss though. Let's see what this changeup looks like.
That's a ball.
Wow. And another swing and a miss on the curveball. Chris Paddock is looking strong. Looking like he's worth that $16, $18 million, whatever we're paying him.
That's a ball.
Our first at bat with new free agent Jorge Soler. And it is a good one. It is high. It is deep. It is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, buy your tickets. Next stop, Pound Town. First home run of the season in opening day for Jorge Soler. Hard hit ball over left field. Seth Brown now up. Probably could have given that one a ride. Ooh, as they swing through the curveball. Oh my God. Ugly swing from Brown.
Batting sixth, the right fielder.
I think Brown just got excited after seeing Soler blast one out of here. Oh God, Dylan Carlson takes one to the shoulder. Jesus Christ. Charge the mound, Perez. I got your back, brother. I'll throw hands. Mauricio flies out underneath that fastball. Thought we had lined it up pretty good, but I guess he was under it.
Ball. Hey.
Ooh, that fastball is absolutely dotted.
One ball.
Yikes. Come on, Chappie. Gives this one a good ride out to right field, but not hit hard enough. We are retired, but we do strike first with a solo shot from Jorge Soler.
Leading off for Miami, the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Hey. All one's the count.
I just realized we're only at 19 pitches into the third inning. Although we are going to get 8 up if we leave sliders down the middle like that. He swung. I don't know, umpire. I don't know, umpire.
Ball. 2-2 the count.
Try and dot up this fastball.
Oh.
I mean, not great swing and miss stuff, right? But
Hey.
Nick Gordon previously... Oh, I guess he was a Twin in Miami. Okay. For some reason I thought he played for the Cardinals. I don't know who I'm thinking of.
Hey.
Ooh, a dot. Can the curveball get another swing and miss? It does. It is fun pitching with lots of break. Really pitching these guys off speed. Pitching them backwards, I guess, I think is the term.
That's a ball.
That one's kind of a dot.
1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes.
And then, you know, after seeing 80, 80, then 95, then 70 something, I am surprised at the amount of strikeouts that we're getting with Paddock. Oh my God. Soderstrom, first pitch swing, and it is high, it is deep, it is gone! 406 feet dead center. Feel like taking a vacation. That was a lot of work. Where should I go? How about Pound Town? Oh, and then Ruiz flailing at a changeup. Ooh, late and under 99. That looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. We must have been, I mean, under it, but not by much. Not by much. Man, we are whiffing on the curveball. You should throw that a whole lot more. Maybe not. Good swing. Good swing. Good pitch to hit. But, I mean, just right to the outfielder. We do lay off that curveball. God, that changeup is just so slow. Giving us fits a little bit. Feel like we had to swing at that fastball to protect. I don't know. I think there's some games where just like MLB The Show just says, should be good contact, but we're not going to allow it. I know, we've all seen it. Perfects that are foul balls or just line out. Chris Paddock is absolutely on cruise control right now. I'm not sure we've allowed a hit yet, but I'm scared to look. We got to get a fastball across the plate here. That was a good at bat there. But Ruiz with the range. See what Soler can do after hitting a home run in his first at bat. Oh my, changeup. Oh my gosh. Almost all of our batters have had a really hard time with the changeup today. Surprised we haven't seen it more. Ooh, there it is. Held back on it, just not quite enough. And there we roll over on it. That thing just dies at the plate. Holy cow. And then that fastball, like, that's what he needs to be throwing. It needs to be fastball changeup.
Nope, that's a ball. 1-1.
Oh my God.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Changeup is so good. And even there, I thought we had timed it up okay. But even that was just way too early. Wow. And then 100, we're super late. Yeah, I'm getting put through the ringer right now, bros. Had a curveball teed up. Couldn't straighten it out.
Ball that's outside. Inside, ball 2.
Okay, we're not flailing. If they're outside, we're okay. Okay, we fight off the 99. And there we have a good contact on the changeup, but it is a flyout. However, the A's strike again. 2 runs on 2 solo shots.
Ball.
Ooh. And there is the Marlins' first hit of the game. Ruiz doesn't take the best angle. And that is a stand-up double for Chaz Chisholm Jr. Slider just didn't quite slide.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball 1.
I think this changeup versus lefties should be good. And then maybe we go like try to dot up the high inside fastball.
Ball 2.
Okay. Okay, game. Oh. Josh Bell makes good contact there. Ruiz with the throw to home plate, but far too late. Pretty good throw from center, but Josh Bell gets an RBI single.
Ball, that pitch is out.
It should be an easy double play, and it is.
He's out.
Back on track here. And then we get a lazy fly. There we go. All right, so Chris Paddock has 74 stamina. We could see him pitch the complete game. I was hoping for a complete game shutout, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I know. The fans are getting restless. We're not putting together the best at-bats.
Ball 1, no strike.
Some pretty tough swings.
1-1.
Man. That's on the black too. There's no need to swing. Also, his bat wasn't even near it.
Hey! 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got a change up. Put some wood on it, but under it. Just barely under it. What is his hit rating? Okay. That's probably why.
That's a ball.
You know, some of it is just some RNG. Would like that one to lay out or to land. But, you know, when you're facing a pitcher with good ratings, unless you're just like absolutely teeing them up, like, I don't think you're going to see a ton of success.
Ball, that's low.
We, of course, seen our 2 solo home runs.
Hey!
But they say solo shots can't kill you. We're hoping that is not true today.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Run, Chappie, run! Ooh, and he does make the snag. Love having him at third.
Ball 1.
I mean, was that ball 1 though, umpire? Was that ball 1? Christian Bethencourt, former A, played for them two years ago in real life.
2 strikes.
I think he plays catcher and maybe some infield, maybe like catcher, first base. I know he was 100% a catcher.
That's outside. Ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
A lot of flyouts. But the Marlins here, it is still a close game. Luckily, Yuri Perez does not have a ton of stamina left.
That's a ball.
So as long as we can put in some good at bats, get to the bullpen, I think we shouldn't have a problem closing this out.
We got a ball, 1 strike. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Work the count a little bit better. Should be 3-0. We're biting on some stuff. Okay.
We got full count.
Protecting, that one looked like it could have been a 50-50 ball. Looks like it could have been ball 4. I'm okay with protecting there, you know. And then we swing through the changeup. It just looks so good, and then it's just so slow.
Ball, that's inside.
But, you know, that was a solid 6-7 pitch at bat.
Nope.
If we can replicate that. We've definitely gotten some mistake pitches. We just need to capitalize more when we see them. Like that. Noda gives this one a ride. But again, straight to the outfielder. It's timed up a little bit better. That one's in the gap. Oh, we were so close on the changeup very early. If that's just slightly early, maybe that's a home run.
That's a ball.
If we could time up these changeups, because he's not leaving them in a great spot. There we go. There we go. Off the wall, inches away from a home run. I didn't want to call it just because I know that wall out there in left center is very high. But that's what we're waiting for, just timing up on the changeup. Fans already chanting MVP for Soler. Interesting. Uh-oh. That one's given a ride. Ooh, but Chisholm makes the snag. Excellent speed and range out in center. And the strong hit by Geloff does not lead to any more runs for the A's. Still, Chris Paddock, though, putting on an excellent performance on the mound. Generating a lot of flies, a lot of ground balls, a little bit of swing and miss. That slider sometimes does not slide. Gives me a little bit of a heart attack every time.
One ball, 2 strikes.
However, 64 pitches in the 7th is very good. And there we get a good swing and a miss. His 6th strikeout. So if we get a strikeout here, that'll be 1 per inning, which is okay. Certainly okay for a pitcher that is more of a pitch to contact kind of guy. But if we're getting strikeouts, we will take them. And there it is. Absolute dot. Change up low in the zone. Hey, Chisholm, what are you doing? You doing some shopping? Nope. He says, just looking. That, of course, is a line taken from our great announcer, Dallas Braden. I do not come up with these.
Now pitching for Miami, number 46, Kyle Tyler.
Okay. All right, Brown. You got to be a little bit better than that at the plate. Ooh. I thought that was much deeper coming off the bat. Only 89 off the bat. I mean, that could have been a home run. The game just doesn't want us to have it.
Yeah. 0-1's the count. Ball one. Hey, two.
Ooh. I did not think that fastball was that far outside. Got another incredibly slow changeup. I put great swing on it, but once again, we have hit it directly to a defender.
The batter, the shortstop, Ronnie Mauricio.
Another great perfect.
Ball one.
Oof. These changeups have just been eating us up today. They're just all so slow.
That's ball two. 2-1.
But some have also been left up in the zone.
Ball at the track.
It's high, deep, but not deep enough. Caught at the wall. The A's go down again. A lot of hard hit balls. Just none of them are hitting grass right now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Chris Paddock's still in though. And start off with his 8th K of the game.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ryan De La Cruz.
Pitching an excellent game today. Only had 72 pitches here in the 8th. Chappie's got the range for that easy.
Oh,
This is why I don't mind signing pitch to contact guys. I have
Left fielder,
Chapman,
Jesus
Mauricio,
Sanchez.
and Geloff as my infielders, all of which very good defensively, especially Chapman. Can't mention enough. Platinum Gold Glover winner. I think four-time Gold Glove at third. Our defense is solid. We got Ruiz with great range, so having these pitch to contact pitchers, I feel pretty good about. All right, we need to get at Kyle Tyler.
that's out.
We've had many good opportunities. We've had good contact all day. They are just not landing. Kind of like that slider, middle of the zone. Not bad in terms of like bat to ball skills. Well within the game's PCI zone, which of course I'm not controlling. These are just the batters doing all this. Soderstrom going for a second home run of the game. That one will not get over the wall, but it is good enough to get a double for Soderstrom, and that's what we're looking for. We've had many balls hit just like that. Unfortunately, they just go right to an outfielder. And now Ruiz up. He has great clutch. And he hits it right to a defender every time. However, it does advance the runner, so
Ryan.
we'll call that a productive out. E. Come on, Ryan Noda. Oh, was he really that far under that? I don't know. I don't get to see, but that felt like we were on that one. A's go down again. All right. And then here we are in the ninth. We will warm up a couple arms just in case. Probably should have had Phil Maton at the ready, but I think we can go the distance. Chris Paddock can go 9 innings on opening day with only 1 earned. I will feel very happy about that. I think that would be $18 million well spent. Give me that. Okay, umpire. Chappie on the hot corner. Looking good, brother.
Ball, that's off the plate.
As Paddock is a little tired, might have to rely on this fastball a little bit more just because the rest of those pitches, are not going to have as much break as they did earlier in the game. The curveball's been very good to us today. Let's go to it. And now Chris Paddock is completely out of energy at 84 pitches. That one given a pretty good ride out to left field. And now Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Looking to put him away. Uh-oh. Puts one back up the middle. I think that's it. I think that's it for Chris Paddock. We're going to go to the bullpen. We're going to bring in our shutdown closer, Phil Maton.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 88.
Phil Maton with barely, I think, a 1 ERA last year. Just absolutely filthy stuff. Just like that, gets a swing and a miss. Athletics win 2-1. Not the most explosive start to our season debut, but a home win nonetheless. Good to see Phil Maton come in and get his first save. We did just enough to win, and I love it. Player of the game, Chris Paddock, 8 2/3, allowing 3 hits, 8 strikeouts, 0 walks, 1 earned run. That is a solid outing of baseball. I will take it. All right. And today is our first day of scouting assignments. This one, I think, will be a bit different because if you look at our roster and you go to our starting pitchers, we have, these guys that weren't originally on the team we traded for, Lauer, Bueller, Wells, these BC potential guys. They're 30 years old, 29 years old, so they still have 2-3 years left, easy. And then right behind them, we have Mason Miller. And then we have some more these other BC potential guys. Hopefully, in a couple years, they'll be ready to go. And then further down the board, we actually have, down here in the 3 to 5 year range, Gillian, Matsui, Crespo, Velez, Padilla, like all these guys could potentially be, this could be our next 5 rotation, but they're young. They need to develop. And I think we have a good mix of. Hold on one second, please. Okay. Anyway, my point is that in terms of like ratings, we have a solid stock of guys to pull from in double and triple A. We are set for success for quite a while at pitcher. Relief pitcher, maybe not as good, but we have, C potential. Relief pitchers are the bulk of them. Like, we got really lucky that we got a couple trades and then some free agent signings with some B potential guys, but most of these players, are going to be C potential guys. So we just, again, need them to improve. And so I think when it comes to scouting, let's take a look at our scouts. We're going to keep, we'll keep Colin Bermudez as our discovery guy. Unless there's someone down here with just insane discovery that's even cheaper. Here we have Leyland Son, who has the same discovery, and he's $5,000 cheaper. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so Leyland Son is now our discovery scout. And now we're going to go all in on position players this year. All right, this could be our guy right here. 94 efficiency and 91 for position players. Oop, here we have 98, 94. Can we afford both of these guys? I think we can, actually. It's 94, 98. Going to replace Will Rock. And then we have 91 position player to 94 efficiency. Yeah, I think we take them. Gain 2 to the actual position player statistic. Lose 2 to efficiency. Okay with that? Okay. So like I said, we are going all in on position players. We have our pitchers of the future. We have plenty of depth. And if we keep adding pitchers, like good quality pitchers, we're going to have to start cutting position players. So, first things first. Let's go to our discovery guy. Let's start with I think our first need is going to be outfield. There should be a large pool of players internationally to choose from, so we're going to start there. Now I'm going to do something that I don't normally do, but considering we're going to do nothing but position players, and we have really high efficiency ratings, I'm actually going to scout by position. Looks like catcher might actually have quite a bit of talent here. So we'll start. We'll start with catchers international. And then, so he'll start at catchers and work his way over. This guy can start in the outfield and work his way over. California, Canada, Kansas. We'll just do it this way. Start with our supposedly the best guy. He's West, okay? Scout prospect, scout position, right field, West. Okay? Positional needs, definitely not pitcher. So we have right field, catcher, and then we'll also put, I don't know, put left field in there, I guess. Okay? So that's how we're going to go about it for now. I'm hoping that we will get, we're not going to do this for like 5 weeks in a row to get all the right field all the right field players from the West 100% scouted. We're doing it to just hopefully start to find some like diamond in the rough type players. Like maybe we see they're currently not ranked by MLB standards, but then all of a sudden like maybe they're a lot better than what we thought. And then we can give them a closer look later on down the board. But that is how we're going to go at scouting this year. And I think I also saw in here, yes, we have 2 extra players that we can have on our AAA roster. Probably pitchers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we don't need 7 AAA pitchers. So we'll send Gunnar Hoglund down to AA. And now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 AA pitchers. That's okay. They relief pitchers. How many do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 AAA catcher or relievers. We don't need that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The rookies I'm okay with putting in AA. We'll send these 2 down to AA as well. Move these 2 younger guys to single A. Oh no, yeah. So yeah, wow, a lot of depth here too. Okay, also gives us the ability to make some trades. So pitching rotation looks good there. AA looks good. Okay. Roosevelt Bronson is like such a strong ass name. I love it. Okay, now we have to pick our division game. And I feel like we haven't played Seattle a lot, and I don't think we've played at Seattle yet. So I think why not? We'll simulate to the Seattle series and we'll play one. Oh my God. And we are dealt a huge blow. Tyler Wells has a fractured hand and is out for 1 to 2 months. That's not good. All right, so we'll put him on the 15-day. And shit. How many options does... All right, he still has 2 minor league options. He's only pitched 5 innings, so I don't want to take too much stock into this. Oh, yeah. But we do have... How do these guys have the exact same ERA? Both of these guys So Caprian is a starting pitcher. Arias is, I don't know why it says that he has 83 stamina. So we're going to move Arias in that spot. Okay, off to a good start to the season. We're 5-3. All right. Let's check out our scouting. We didn't discover any outfielders. Okay. Let's look in the West. All right. So we scouted 10 catchers. Wow. A lot of them have very high potential. I don't see anyone making. I mean, some of these guys are jumping 20, 30 spots. A lot of these guys, 18 years old, so a little bit slower. So we'll be able to probably do that another week. And then right fielders, there's only 3. Sorry, hold up. I feel like I hear like a dog crying. Hold on. Okay, I don't know what that's about, but okay. Okay, and since we have only looked at 3 right fielders, we're going to go ahead and switch that. And we're going to go international now. Let's see, 10 prospects. I'm okay with actually scouting that a few weeks. That's kind of worth it, but scouting 3 at a time is not good enough. Hopefully we discover some new prospects too. Holy cow. You're telling me there's no outfielders? All right. Curtis Mead in AAA, strained hamstring out for a few days. We'll keep him active. And he's back on a bit of a run here. We've won 2, 4, 6 in a row. And 8 out of 9. Very good start to the season. All right, now facing Seattle. Who do we want to see pitching? So we have Buehler, Arias, and Clevenger. All right, we have yet to see Clevenger yet. And he was a free agent signing. Arias is technically just kind of our lawn relief guy. We're just plugging him in. So we don't need to showcase him. All right, so we'll jump in with Mike Clevenger here, but first let's check on our scouting. Wow. No outfielders in the West either. Okay. Central. Also, I would love to know if if I were to just stick with international, would I eventually find someone? Or is the game just like, no, you get one shot? Oh no, that doesn't seem right, but we'll just keep discovering. All right, so we'll take a look at this catching situation. So we got Actually, quite a few very interesting prospects here. Some decent overall options. Okay. I'm okay with that. East, Central, Central, East, East, Central. Okay. Nothing crazy. This guy looks like he could be pretty good, though, for a catcher. And he is East. So let's go East. We'll go catcher East. Let's go to the right field. Ooh, this guy looks like he is kind of on the same lines as Martin Meza. Good defensive guy, good speed, good power, but a little bit better contact skills, which is encouraging. So we might come back to him. Kind of a mixed bag. The rest of these guys. This guy looks like a nightmare. Oh, he's from Canada, so that makes sense. And then the rest of these guys, you know, I'm not seeing any crazy jumps. No diamonds in the rough, so to speak. So if we go all, right, so let's look Central. Okay. All right, and then we are going to feature an away game at Seattle with our one of our two new free agent signings, Mike Clevenger, who has been pitching well so far. Take a look at our lineups here. Ruiz is doing pretty well. Notice still doesn't have a home run, which is kind of surprising. Okay, not the worst numbers, but definitely could be better. Still very early in the season, though. This will be, of course, our last played game of the day. All right, what do we got?
He's out.
One pitch, one out. I mean, that's a slider to hit. Another fastball to hit. Like,
Got him.
2 pitches, 2 outs, though. Like to be a little bit more disciplined here. Generous call from the umpire there.
Nope. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good sinker.
2 strikes.
That slider is sliding today. It is moving. Have to fight off that sinker in on the hands. Okay. That is tough. All right, so we got a fastball, slider, cutter, fastball. Okay. So I think we know the drill here. Cutter in on the hands, slider in on the feet. Mix it up with a fastball here and there.
Nope.
All right. I feel like we're going to have a tough time with this umpire today. I can already tell.
Yeah.
That's not good. Oh, God. Thank goodness. That was dangerous.
Ball, that's down.
His pitches do have a lot of break, though. I like that.
That's ball 2.
Okay, this is going to be an issue. Those are, very obvious strikes. Getting called balls, so that is
3 balls, 1 strike.
a struggle. Means we really got to put the ball in the zone.
Ball 4.
Okay. So the umpire is a nightmare. Kind of worried about that a little bit.
Ball 1.
Okay, could have sworn he swung at that one, umpire, but okay. Good swing to miss there. We go back to it, just farther outside the zone.
2 balls.
Not quite. Two-singer running in on the hands. Oh my gosh. And Julio Rodriguez just kind of fillets that one out there.
The catcher, Cal Raleigh.
That one he swung at. Okay, thank you.
Ball.
I'm not quite sure where the umpire thinks the strike zone is, but Cal Raleigh is fighting everything off the black. Back foot slider. There we go. We finally got the swing and the miss. This umpire is a nightmare. You're correct. You are correct. That was not ideal. Yes, like
The left fielder,
I know that there's a setting, you can make it so that the umpires only call correct balls and strikes.
1-0.
I don't want a robot ump though. Until the actual MLB has a robot umpire, I'm not putting it in the game. But some of them are just disgustingly bad. But oh my God, comebacker right to the mound.
batting 6. The right
But yeah, I
fielder,
feel you.
3.
Sometimes it's pretty
Carlson.
egregious.
Ball, that pitch is out.
You think the robots are going to take our jobs? I mean, in the MLB, if the umpire, I think we could get by without robot umpires in the MLB if they would just make it so that if you make bad calls, then you don't get to be an umpire in the major leagues. Like,
3 balls, 1 strike.
they should evaluate them by their accuracy, and then if you can't make good
3-2.
calls, then you get sent on triples. A fan of the real life? Yeah, I am an A's fan in real life. It just so happened that I thought this would also be a good franchise rebuild. But kind of recently, wasn't a huge baseball fan at all, really. And then
Leading up for the
I met my wife, who is from the Bay Area, loves the A's. And I am a nerd, especially when it comes to like data science. And so once I saw all of the statistics and stuff, shit. The sick horn, bro. 395 from Mitch Garver. Takes a fastball in on the hands. less than ideal. But anyway, yeah. So, as a data nerd, once I saw all of the statistics in baseball, I was like, hey, now, this is interesting. And now I actually have like a real love for the game and for the A's. You guys are better this year than last year. Yeah, I think we actually have a chance to make a wild card. We've definitely been slumping the last few weeks. But yeah, I think if we can just find some consistency, especially in terms of like, so right now we are actually like, I think we lead the league in number of runs that have come from home runs, surprisingly enough. But we're not good at. Come on, Geloff, make that. Oh my God, that was a really weird looking play. But yeah, I think we have a chance at a wild card. I think you're right there, especially because the Astros have been playing terribly. I don't expect the Angels to continue their success. There's a double play. And congrats on becoming a fan. Yeah, it has been awesome because and she's just a sports fan in general. So like, yeah, I could, hang out with the boys and crack a beer, but I also get to do that with my wife. We'll just crack a beer and watch a game together. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
Oh yeah, I've seen Moneyball. I tend to watch it a couple times a year. God, we cannot get anything through the infield. This is ridiculous. 42 is a good one. My wife loves that movie as well. Oh. Yeah, all my friends, I have a good amount of friends, like we play Call of Duty and stuff together. But all of my real life friends live far away. Jeez. Another hard hit ball that cannot leave the infield.
Batting nine, the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you came across the channel as well. I'm always happy to chat baseball or video games. Appreciate you stopping by. I would also appreciate one of these hits getting through the infield. Just saying.
Ball, that's out. Got him.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Really, really sorry to hear that. The loss of a pet is never easy. We lost our 11-year-old dog last December, and I was depressed for months. So I know your pain, brother. I know your pain.
0-1.
It gets better, but it does hurt. Definitely felt like I lost a family member. I'm sure it feels the same way.
Nope, that's a ball.
Use YouTube, just watch it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your condolences. You say you have a show that you do on Facebook? I'm not sure what that means.
the left fielder, number 7, Masataka.
Oh, a paranormal investigator. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, baseball, just sports in general, really gets you going. Okay. Yeah, I watch very little TV. In fact, when I'm on my own, I would probably never watch TV, except for I just watch YouTube. I just watch gaming videos and cooking videos. There we finally get a hit. Holy cow. Thank you, Ruiz. 105 off the bat, too. That's a good hit. Steelers and Yankees fan? That's okay. I'm an A's Browns fan. Became a Browns fan a few years ago. I was a Chargers fan for a long time, and then after LaDainian Tomlinson left, I just was so mad at the organization for the decisions they made, firing Marty Schottenheimer, getting rid of Drew Brees and all that. I just moving to a spread offense. I gave up on him. Yep. And then for years and years, I didn't have a team. And so finally I decided, like, I need to pick a team. And I said, you know, I'm a pretty good fan. I know how to cheer. I understand the game very well. And I love football. So I said, who needs me as a fan? Who needs a good fan in their fan base? And I decided on the Cleveland Browns, a historically awful team. I thought they need me. And then they've been okay since. All right. Quick look at the game. We have a chance to break this thing wide open. Geloff's been so good for us. Oh, that was a pitch to hit. We were under it. Now we're battling 0-2. I don't like this. There we go. Will that stay fair? No. Damn it. Oh, yeah. Steelers and Browns matchups are usually really, really good. Damn. Yeah. Even whenever the Browns were bad, we still played the Steelers really well usually. Come on. Please fall. Please fall. Please fall. Oh, my God. See, I don't mind the Ravens, but damn it, that's going to be a double play ball, isn't it? Damn. Yeah, I don't mind the Ravens. I actually definitely cheered for them during like the Joe Flacco days when they had the most disgusting defense of all time. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I live in Arizona, so I've been to many Diamondbacks games. They have a very nice stadium. I've been to a Cardinals game, like Arizona Cardinals. Been to the St. Louis Cardinals because I used to live in Missouri. I've actually been to a few of their games. Been to the Oakland Coliseum. I've been to the Angels. Been to the Kansas City Chiefs. But that was back in high school whenever they were not very good. and I only went to see LaDainian Tomlinson. Get there. What are we doing? Grab the ball, throw it!
He's safe.
Oh. Why did we bare hand that? What are we doing? Oh, behind the back, get off with the throw. Ooh, that was a beautiful double play.
Up next for Seattle. The
Browns
first
will be
baseman,
better this year.
Garver.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Deshaun Watson. I'm not going to lie. He was not good last year. I know he had nagging injuries, but he's getting paid so much money to not be good, and I can't stand it.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, Cardinal Stadium's pretty nice. This is a team that definitely has had a lot of injury issues.
Leading off for
My schedule.
the left fielder.
So my actual work schedule is really crazy. I work like 4 or 5 a.m. till like 1 or noon. So I'm usually stream for a couple hours almost every day, probably 3-4 days a week. I stream this for a couple hours, and then I stream some Warzone. Just depends on whatever nights I have free, but usually 3-4 days a week I'm streaming for anywhere from like 3 to 5 hours. And then with Warzone, if I get a good gameplay, I'll post that as like an independent video as well. And then I usually do some shorts here and there of like fun home runs or moments in the franchise. So that's kind of like what I do on YouTube.
Ball 2.
Well, I have like hours and hours of streaming content on here already. I just recently decided to get back into it, and I have been enjoying it. Okay. I am thinking about starting a Madden series. I don't necessarily enjoy playing Madden a ton, though, because I think it's just kind of a bad game, because everything is based off the animations that you get. There it is. It is high. It is deep. It is gone. Dylan Carlson with a huge blast out to right field, 108 off the bat, and the A's take the lead. Finally. I was fighting off on an 0-2. Umpire's been terrible, so I wouldn't have been surprised if that was called a strike. Thank you for the... Yeah, Madden is just not good. It's just... Nothing in that game a lot of times makes sense. And some of the... Like, they added the new feature for... like momentum, and it just doesn't make any sense.
Tyler.
Like, it's like if you fall behind, they're like, oh, now you have no idea what play you called. It's like, what? That's just not how football works. Like, sure, if you're like in a 2-minute drill and the crowd is noisy, maybe you have a hard time hearing the call, but like when you're in the huddle, like, players know what the play is. Soderstrom had a nice hit there, but doesn't land in the grass.
Leading up for the Mariners.
Yeah, I think the franchise has gotten better, but especially like the scouting, I think, is very good. I actually want to take a look here at Rooker. We made a trade for him, I think, in the first year of this franchise. We knew we weren't going to be good, so we were kind of selling. I don't remember who we got for him. Oh, it looks like he got traded to Seattle the following year. And it looks like we traded him at the right time as he kind of fell off. Wait, how did he have 600 at bats in 2023? That's crazy. Maybe he was injured in 24? $600 at bats. That's crazy.
All one's the count.
Let me just catch up on these messages real quick. Yeah, not fantasy. I want to try and keep it somewhat realistic. So like the first year, we only won like 50 games or something like that. And so we sold a little bit, got some young pitchers, I think, some young position players as well. Same thing with year 2. Got rid of some of our aging pitchers.
The batter, the shortstop.
And then in year 2, somehow managed to win a World Series with the 24 ranked team in the MLB. We barely made it to the playoffs and then went on the run of destiny to win the World Series. It was pretty crazy because it's not like I play every game.
Ball, that's out.
But yeah, it's just from the regular roster. Yeah, I'm trying. I feel like I have a pretty good setup here. I manually play 2 games a month. So usually, each episode's around 2 hours.
The center fielder, Alexi.
And then I'm able to get through an entire season, fairly quickly. Because the thing with like baseball is like you draft these rookies and then you never get to see them unless you get years deep into a franchise. So I wanted it to be quick while also making the episodes long and interesting. So, yeah, first year we were terrible. I could not believe we actually even made the playoffs. Oh my God, these dogs.
He's out.
I am rolling over the top of everything. Ooh. Geloff takes that one for a ride, but not good enough. Hey, you're playing Oakland in your franchise too? That's awesome. I mean, they're a fun team to use, obviously, because like if you like a challenge, because the roster's very bad to start with. And you obviously don't have just like unlimited money.
Now back, second baseman, Ryan Blitz.
Get there. Oh my God, the Noda misses the throw. That could have been a double play, and we choke it. Scored an error. Well, it hasn't. Oh my God, my dogs are going crazy. Has Juan Soto been playing well? I mean, clearly super talented young player. Give me that.
What do you got?
There we go. Yeah, that should have been a double. That was just
The center fielder, number 44,
bad defense.
Julio Rodriguez.
Yep, that ball went out. Nope, that's down. Aye.
Oh yeah, Blake Snell. He's in. He's with the Giants now, right? Bases loaded.
Now
Not good.
Catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Let's see. Let's warm up Romero and Lopez. All right, what are they going to roll over on? I need a double play.
That's a ball.
I feel like this low two-seamer. Maybe the changeup? Jesus, that left up way too high. Can we get a strikeout?
Ball two. 2-2 now.
Oh, God. Can't be leaving cutters over the heart of the plate like that. Oh, my God. He's fighting. There we go. Do I like Ruiz?
Now batting, the first baseman.
I do. Got a favorite player in Oakland or anyone in general? All right, so Ruiz, I really like him. He's had some stretches where he's shown that he can be an everyday player in the big leagues. I don't know if you've been following the drama in Oakland, but he had a wristband or something that kind of supported the movement to sell the team. The fan base hates Jeff Fisher for moving the team out of Oakland to Vegas. And so Ruiz was wearing something that was representative of the sell the team movement. So, and then he immediately got sent down to AAA, even though he was batting 400 at the time. So I do like Ruiz, and I think he could be an everyday guy for us in the future. Oh my God, we barely got out of that inning. Holy cow. But favorite player for Oakland? I don't know, because the problem is that we get rid of everyone, right? I mean, we had
Number 45,
Matt Chapman, Matt Olson,
Vargas.
Sean Murphy, who were all All-Stars.
Leading off
They all got traded away for virtually nothing.
Jorge Soler.
I like our announcer, Dallas Braden. He's probably my favorite. Honestly, I could listen to him all day.
Now batting,
So, I mean, I probably would have a favorite player. I guess Seth Brown. He's been around for a long time. He's not very good in real life. But, you know, he was there when the team was making a run in the playoffs. Probably our most tenured player. Geloff is a really exciting young player. He came out just banging last year when they brought him up from AAA. He came out and was on fire.
the right fielder, number 3, Dylan Carlson.
Billy Bean. I think he's actually still part of the organization in some capacity.
Ball. Count 1-0.
But the only problem is like, oh my God, these dogs are crazy. Oh, almost took his face off. The thing is, like, Moneyball is kind of dead. Like, the idea of Moneyball was based off of, using these statistics that no one was using to kind of grade players, but now data is so widely used in sports. Like, I just don't think Moneyball exists. Shea's good. He's got power. He just, along with the rest of the team, he needs to be consistent in terms of just like putting the ball into play. But he's definitely a good, and he has a catcher with some speed too, which you don't see often. But yeah, he's definitely he's a good player. Yeah. We're dog sitting, so we have 3 dogs here. And they are going crazy anytime someone walks by my house.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Come on, Chappie.
Ball. Count 1-0. Ball.
Oh, Mason Miller. What am I thinking? Mason Miller by far. Oh, God, that was a pitch to hit. Mason Miller is by far my favorite A's player, and he is disgustingly good.
Seventh inning stretch.
I like using the PCI controlled. Whoops, I forgot to change my picture. I like using the zone hitting.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's just a little bit more involved. It's not.
now pitching for the A's.
That's just what I like.
Ball 1.
Jorge Lopez.
Two balls. One
I think when I first started, I used directional hitting, and it's okay. I just get a little bored though.
ball 3.
That's the only reason why I use anything else.
3 balls. 1 strike.
Just to keep me a little bit more engaged in the game.
Ball and 1. Got him.
Now batting, the shortstop, Gillen.
Oh yeah, well that's the whole thing with the A's. Like that is the A's organization. The last
Ball 1's the count.
3 to 5 years is we develop these young prospects, we bring them up, they do really well, and then we trade them for nothing, and then develop those prospects, and then trade them away. Like we're like the farm system for the whole MLB. But Mason Miller is doing some pretty incredible stuff. He hasn't allowed a hit
Leading off for the Athletics, the catcher,
in almost 2 games worth of work. He is filthy.
Ball 1.
And I need to lock in. I need to get some hits. I've had plenty of opportunities. That one won't land. That was not a good swing.
now batting, the center fielder, Alexi Ruiz.
Is that not? Okay, so just barely under that one.
Ball. That's inside.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, when we had Olsen, Chapman, Murphy, like that's a core group of guys that you could probably win a World Series with. And we just trade him away.
Leading up for the Mariners, the designated hitter.
I think they went and just kept saying like that they were trying to do Moneyball, but they used Moneyball as an excuse to not play good players.
The batter, the second baseman, Ryan Blitz.
That's really been the problem. Come on, Noah, to make this play. There we go. Back to first. Okay. Well, the bunt doesn't advance the runner. So I'll take that. Get him, Sodi. Got him.
Ball one. One ball, two strikes.
Thank you. Exact same play that got messed up. Oh my God. Flailed on that one. Oh my God, dogs. All right. Let's bring in our all-star closer.
Ball two.
Oh, there's a hit. Oh boy, Geloff. That's an easy double. Seattle just split the series with the Yankees. States they got good pitching. Yeah, that is one thing about like the A's division is that it's typically incredibly competitive. You got Houston, Seattle, the Texas Rangers. Who else am I missing? Houston Astros, Rangers, Seattle. Oh, and the Angels. Extremely competitive division. Ooh, it's good power. I think this will advance Geloff. We'll run on it. Pretty good throw.
Now batting.
I don't know. I mean, they have all the talent to make it. I think it's just their pitching right now is terrible. If I understand it correctly. Now we're hitting the ball. 111 off the bat. That is insane.
Now batting.
So I don't know. I think Astros make some pitching changes before the trade deadline and make a run. But sometimes trades don't work out, so but I would think that they would at least. I don't think they're gonna be tanking. Oh shit! 93 on the thigh.
The batter.
Ouchie.
The third baseman, Matt Chapman.
That's a ball.
Yep. I think the hardest hit ball this year so far was by Ohtani. I think it was like 113.
Two balls, one strike. Ball three.
Yeah, I'll take free base runners. There was a guy for the A's. What was his name? Piscotti, maybe? No, Mark Hanna. That's who it was. Mark Hanna led the league like 2 or 3 years in a row with hit by pitch. He just always got hit. There we go. That one gets through. That one gets through. Now, oh my God. Are we going to score on that too?
Now batting.
No. Okay.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Now we're getting some runs going. This is what I was looking for all game.
For the Mariners. Number 60, Gregory Santos.
All right, let's take a look at Gregory Santos. Looks like this might be maybe his rookie year. No? He's 25 years old and he started 4 years ago? That's crazy. 106 innings last year with a 3 ERA. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Ball one, no strikes.
Yeah, bats have finally come alive a little bit. Feels good. Ooh, damn. That sinker sinks. Holy cow.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh. Rolled over on that one. Okay. Hey, we did some damage. Now we bring Phil Maton in, who was so good last year. Like, so
Now
good.
pitching for Oakland. Number 88, Phil Maton.
So I expect him to
0-1.
shut down the Mariners here. Just a disgusting slider. As I say that, we get the whiff. Santos is pretty good.
Now batting, catcher
Okay.
Cal.
Definitely probably just someone I'm not familiar with. That's one thing I need to up my baseball IQ on is like players around the league. I probably don't know as well as I do in other sports. Phil and Nick Maton are brothers. I guess, I mean, Maton's not a super common last name. So, you know, wouldn't be surprised. There's some, what are the twin brothers? I think one of them plays for the Giants. Rogers, Taylor and Tyler Rogers, I think. There it is. Yeah, yeah. Baseball is huge, especially just because you have, you know, all the minor league teams as well. Oh, they both play for the Giants. Okay. See, I know some baseball. All right, but here in the game, we get the win. Mike Clevenger is now 3-0 to start the year. You got to love that. Phil Maton gets another save. I imagine Clevenger. No, player of the game goes to Dylan Carlson. 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs. I guess that 2-run shot did give us the win.
One error.
All right, so thank you. What is our record now? 11-4. 11-4. So the way I've been running this is every month I manually play one in-division game and one out-of-division game. I simulate the rest so we can get through a month in a single episode. So otherwise, the draft would not be important because I'm hoping to get through like, I don't even know, 10 seasons on this franchise. Like, I want it to run for a while. But let's go ahead and simulate. Tyler Wells is eligible to be reinstated, still out for 1 to 2 months. We'll keep him on the 15-day. All right, we drop a couple versus Cleveland, and then it's guaranteed to win the season versus Houston. Go to scouting. So our pitching prospects are pretty much a lockdown, so I'm going exclusively for position players in this year's draft. Let's see who we just recently scouted or who we discovered. Left fielder Gino Bronson. He doesn't look too bad. Very good defensively. Decent power. Good contact versus righties. Ranked 64th. So he could be someone that could easily fall to us. And then we found 2 center fielders. Ray Penn from Missouri. What up, brother? He actually looks like he could be very good. Oh, no, he's not. So when the potential and the overall match or are very, very close, that's bait. He's probably going to be like, 70 overall, 70 potential, something like that. Okay, so we found one good prospect, which is encouraging. And then right field, our scouting is going well. Do we find any gems down here, down the board? Not really. Not really. Okay. All right, what else we got here? All right, we'll give East a run. And then we're also scouting some catchers. This guy looks like he could be pretty decent. So Mississippi, I think, is Central Region. A lot of pretty decent catchers in this year's draft. So let's go Central. We'll keep looking in the outfield for Central. I'm just trying to find a wide breadth of players for scouting. We're going to see if this works. I don't know if it will, but we're going to give it a shot. Curtis Mead down in AAA, out for 1 to 2 weeks. We'll put him on the 10-day. Fix the lineups. More scouting. All right, we didn't find any more outfielders in the Central region, so we'll go to the East. Got a lot of young players out here. Just looking for some gems, someone who maybe jumped up the board. Not really. All right, so let's go, where was it? Left field, we had our discovered player, Gino Bronson from Wisconsin. So we'll look left fielders, Central region. Left field, Central. And then catchers. Some pretty good options. This guy made a big jump from 155 to 96. It's good to see. Might be someone we look into farther. Okay. So we've got a pretty good run on some of these guys. Let's go to a different position though. First base could be a position of need for us. We have Ryan Noda, who's pretty good, but he's also like our only first baseman. Doesn't look like there's many good first basemen in this class, though. This guy, Archie Cologne. Super high potential, just not good. One thing I don't really understand about MLB The Show. So let's see, how many games do I play during the season? So I would say I manually play like 10 to 12 games during the regular season. And then during the postseason, I'll give myself, I do one completely simulated game, one quick manage game, one player lock, and then one game that I fully control. So I get those 4 options. I'll do that for a series. And then if I've gone through all 4 options and we still haven't won the series, then it kind of restarts. So I feel like that's a good balance between simulating and being involved as well. Who is Oakland playing today? I know we just had a series with the Rockies. Let me check. I got the notification that they just submitted the lineup card. Okay, we're starting our series with the Astros. We got pummeled a little bit last night, I think like 6-3 or something like that. And we are 21 and 32. So the Astros actually are 2 games above us right now. So we really need to play well against him. Oh yeah, it's tough, but you know, it's something I just really enjoy doing. So this was originally my, my dream job was to stream video games. That's what I really wanted to do. All right, so let's do first base international. Cut. Okay, so first episode of season 3 is in the books. Looks like we are making a strong run towards defending our World Series title. We're winning the division. Rangers half a game back. Mariners 3.5 games back. According to the MLB, we're still not very good. Only ranked 21st in terms of talent, but let's take a look at some of our stats and take a look how our minor league guys are doing so far. So batting, Ruiz looks to be solid, but already regressing versus lefties. You hate to see it. But 259 with a 333 on base is pretty good. Noda, 288. Very good. Geloff, ooh, God. They're regressing him quickly. This is definitely not ideal, and I was very much afraid of this. I actually said it at the top of this episode that after 2 stellar seasons, it's unlikely. Like, eventually he's going to slump, and it looks like this might be the year that Geloff slumps. Jorge Soler, good power with 5 home runs, but only batting 207. Brown is actually leading the team in home runs and getting good versus lefties, so that's very encouraging. Dylan Carlson looking good. Mauricio not looking great. Not hitting lefties. Why can't a team not hit lefties? Chappie crushing it, just not with power. And Soderstrom's doing okay. Okay, let's look at AAA. Anyone here that's close to the majors? Maybe Denzel Clark, but holy cow, we're off to a tough start in terms of like progression. Connor Capel looking pretty good. JJ Bleday, baby, batting under 200. So Miners is not looking great. Hate to see it. Okay, and then AA, Daryl Hernandez, Brett Harris, Bakho, he definitely has potential to come up and be a starter for us eventually if he just keeps progressing. But Martin Meza, this is the guy I really wanted to focus on because he was our first round pick. Looks like he's definitely performing better. 245. We'll move him up to say like the 5th spot. Kevin Fujita, I would like to get in. Who's playing shortstop? Hernandez. Yeah. So let's put Hernandez at second. Mm-hmm. We'll give that a shot. Okay. And then pitching, Chris Paddock, our big free agent signing, pitching pretty well. Actually, very well. 3 ERA, just over a 1 whip. Lauer, not awesome, but winning. Walker Buehler, also not awesome, but also winning. Julio Rice, a reliever who probably could easily be a starter. He is performing very well, 2.87 ERA and just over a 1 whip. And Clevenger, also having a great season. So pitching looks really good so far. And our bats look like to be maybe the issue, but we're winning games. We're looking good. And I think I'm going to wrap up this stream and I'm going to switch over to some Call of Duty. And then maybe later this evening I might stream some X Defiant, new game that just came out. Let me just go through the chat. Sorry I'm not keeping up with this. You're going to beat the Astros. I love that energy. Paranormal. I love that energy. Zach is struggling. Are you kidding me? I live in Phoenix, Arizona. It is all next week is nothing but 100 plus. But that's why we have a pool. I noticed if my players are doing great, they still have a lot of regression for some reason, and overall, not sure why. A lot of that just has to do with whatever their potential rating is. I think that's something where the show could improve. Is like, I would rather see more players go up and down in terms of their potential than they do. You know, you like Geloff. Look at Geloff, right? So if we go to Geloff, his rookie year, he hit 293 with a 500 slug, and then the following year 294 with a 544 slug. Like, those are phenomenal numbers, and his overall skyrocketed, but his potential never went up. And so I feel like, you know, these are a potential kind of player numbers, and that would also protect them from regressing as fast. That's the problem. His potential is probably like 85, and so since he's doing poorly, he's just going to tank. Even though he's not having the worst season, it's just not off to a great start. Someone I think about doing a trade for? I'm not sure, honestly. I have Oliveris and Trent Grisham that are on the bench. Grisham is actually like pretty good. He's got some good pop to his bat. I mean, he had 20 home runs last year. He's very good defensively, but we just have a lot of talent, or like some people who are doing just a little bit better than him. And then Oliveris is not as good at defense, has a cannon for an arm, and was our DH last year and hit 23 home runs. So, you know, if we're injury free and the rest of our outfield continues to do well, then we might look to trade Grisham and Oliveris. Depending on how, like, and then pitching, Eric Lauer, Walker Buehler, like those two guys, They're 29 and 30. They've already hit their ceiling. So if they start to regress, like Walker Bueller's already regressing, if they don't pitch well and continue to regress, then we might do like a package deal with those two for someone. Maybe these two and Caprillion for someone. If I trade three 30-year-old pitchers that are, at their max, I could probably get a really good A potential prospect or maybe like a really good MLB ready guy. Just depends on how they perform. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Paranormal. I really appreciate you coming by, filling up the chat. I love chatting with people and, playing video games. Like I said, this was I was hoping like Call of Duty YouTube was going to be my career. I gave it a shot way back in like Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2 days. But just never really took off, and now it's just becoming a hobby. I'm playing other games, and like I said, I may do a Madden franchise as well. It just depends on how infuriated I get with the game, because the animations are out of control, and I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that is left to be desired from that game, um, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. But I'm gonna take like a probably 5-10 minute break, get another cup of coffee, and then I'm gonna fire up some Warzone. So if you want to stick around, come back in 10 minutes or so and play some Warzone and chat. I'll be there. But anyone else watching live, thank you so much for joining. And if you are watching this after it is live, I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by. Consider leaving a like, and if you're new, a subscription would be great. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.